wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken?
Actor prepares, so I have literally been exclusive to Minecraft for the last month and a half.
Right.
All Minecraft all the time. I'm in a little movie called Minecraft.
You know what's wild? Rachel Zegler spent an entire year defending Disney's Snow White remake. She did the interviews, the lectures, the stalker prince monologue. She tried turning a fairy tale into a TED Talk. But somehow, Jack Black, a guy best known for shredding guitars in School of Rock and voice acting a panda, ended up doing more damage to her public image than any critic ever could. And the kicker? He didn't even say her name. Jack Black walked into an IGN interview to talk about Minecraft. He was his usual self, goofy, charming, totally unbothered. He said one sentence that lit the internet on fire. An actor prepares, so I've literally been exclusive to Minecraft the last month and a half. He smirked. He leaned into nostalgia. He told stories about bonding with his kids through the game. And without a single dig at Disney, he made Snow White look like the biggest L of the year.
An actor prepares, so I have literally been exclusive to Minecraft for the last month and a half.
Right.
All Minecraft all the time. I'm in a little movie called Minecraft. I don't want to brag, but it's kind of a big deal.
Oh, man.
Just Steven it up in the Minecraft universe, getting back into it. Because I did play years ago, because my kids were super duper into it, and I wanted to speak their language. So I studied hard, and I learned, and I was getting really into it, building houses and tunneling around. And now I'm getting back into it, and it's pretty rad.
It was the cleanest, most polite takedown in Hollywood history. Compare that to Rachel. When she was asked about Snow White, she didn't smile. She didn't reminisce. She slammed the original film, mocked the prince, and turned the whole thing into a lecture on gender politics. One looked like they were having fun. The other looked like they were on trial.
No longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White.
That laugh.
That is
Not going to be saved by the
You wrote
prince.
it?
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
God forbid a woman dream about true love. We're all just sitting around here, maybe I could be president one day. I hate men, I just want to be president. That screams Disney princess. Oh my God, I'm literally getting enraged. Once again, I feel like I'm back in 2022.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Say it louder so your other eye can hear you.
Yeah, the entire film's about a love story. It's about a love story because that's what the point of the film is. And I'm sorry that chivalry and a man pursuing you is now deemed as stalking, which now it's kind of making sense why men are opting out of the dating scene.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. I watched it for the first time in probably 17 years.
On the original production, I was scared of it. Oh, it was so weird. It was a stalker. Like, I feel like if you are taking on the most iconic Disney role ever, genuinely, like this was the most prolific Disney film, I feel like you should kind of have some sort of reverence for the original production.
Have you ever been to that Snow White ride at Disneyland?
I get stopped for photos every time I'm online for the Snow White ride, and it is I have to pretend like, oh God, well, crazy that we're in front of this. Because every time they come up to me, I'm always online for this freaking ride, and they think it's like I'm standing there waiting for the photo op, being like,
Wait, how often are you in line for the Snow White ride?
I'm a narcissist.
Then came the meme. It started as a joke, a Minecraft chicken being dropped into a pool of lava. Classic gag. But someone edited Rachel Zegler's face onto the chicken and added Jack Black's voice. You ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken? Boom, viral. It was short, it was stupid, but it said what everyone was thinking. Jack Black didn't just star in the more successful movie. He represented the type of energy fans actually wanted. No politics, no lectures, just fun. And the contrast was impossible to ignore. Back on Team Disney, things were not so chill. Insiders now claim Rachel is overwhelmed and reportedly seeking therapy to cope with the backlash, which, fair enough, fame can be brutal. But here's where it gets weird. She allegedly blamed Minecraft for Snow White's flop. Not the tone, not the interviews, not the awkward press tour. No, Minecraft. According to one insider, she believes the timing of the Minecraft movie hurt her film's visibility and set a tone she couldn't escape. Let that sink in. The actress leading one of Disney's most iconic remakes is pointing fingers at a pixelated sandbox game. The internet didn't buy it, and neither did her fans.
She's literally the only person there. And do you not understand how humiliating this is? Meanwhile, the experience at Minecraft goes something like this.
When we look, you can see families were more than willing to go to the box office to support something like the Minecraft movie, while Rachel Zegler's Snow White continues to plunge.
The numbers were brutal. Minecraft made $729 million globally in under 3 weeks. Snow White made $194 million total after 3 months. This means Rachel's movie made less than 27% of what Minecraft pulled in with a smaller budget and no princesses. Let's be clear, Snow White was supposed to be the crown jewel, a legendary Disney IP, but instead of breaking records, it broke the company's confidence.
Minecraft in the United States in 1 weekend made more money than Snow White has made globally after 3 weekends.
Box office numbers. The Minecraft movie made $60 million on Saturday. Snow White made $2.
Internally, Disney is now slamming the brakes on other live-action remakes. Projects like Tangled put on ice. Some, according to insiders, might be scrapped entirely. And Rachel? She's not just part of a failed movie. She's now the face of a failed strategy. If you've been following this saga, you probably remember the old resurfaced video. Rachel on camera tearing up, talking about how lonely and hard the backlash was. At the time, it felt like she was under attack for no reason. But in hindsight, fans see it differently now. The press tour happened, the mocking interviews, the tone-deaf moments. People started realizing it wasn't just hate out of nowhere, it was a reaction to how she handled the role. The crying clip didn't land the same this time. Instead of sympathy, it stirred suspicion. Was this vulnerability or calculated PR?
It's hard, and it's lonely. It's very lonely. I just know that if that loneliness can exist, so can other things, and I will be okay.
While Rachel was spiraling, Disney was quietly panicking. They'd bet everything on this reimagined version of a classic tale. But when the numbers tanked and fans revolted, the strategy started crumbling. Now, even internal sources are admitting that the company is in damage control mode. Disney hasn't issued a statement. They're hoping the controversy dies out on its own. Spoiler alert, it won't. Especially not with shows like South Park clowning them. Their viral Make Her Gay scene mocking Disney exec Kathleen Kennedy, it was savage. One line, and the entire internet knew what it meant. Put a ticket in it, make her gay. A brutal takedown of how desperate Disney seems to be in pushing messages instead of magic.
Is there a problem, people?
We were just discussing ideas of what to do with the new Prince Eric movie.
Put a chick in it, make her gay!
And then there's Gal. She plays the evil queen opposite Rachel in Snow White, and until recently, she stayed silent. But now, she's talking. Not directly about Rachel, but close enough. There was no teamwork, the set was exhausting, we didn't really create something special together. That's PR speak for, it was a mess. And when a seasoned pro like Gal Gadot is distancing herself from your project, that's a major red flag.
Gal delivered the following. The most important thing when you are working on a film is teamwork. And when you have characters like the Evil Queen and Snow White, you expect teamwork to play a role in the creative process when you are trying to put something special together. We didn't really have teamwork, and there were many setbacks that we had to deal with during this entire process. And I just found that to be very exhausting.
Rachel's past keeps resurfacing. Her infamous tweet calling Trump supporters names, still haunting her. Megyn Kelly dragged her on air, calling the apology fake and performative. And it stuck because people are now seeing a pattern. The tone, the arrogance, the constant playing of victim and hero, all in the same breath. And let's not forget that line from her 2023 speech. Despite my cracks and breaks, people still line up to see me. That might have flown before, but now it reads like delusion, the kind of quote you screenshot and post under a box office bomb headline. There was one brief pause in the chaos. Rachel posted about her dog's illness. It wasn't branded, it wasn't performative, it felt raw. For a second, even critics softened. People saw the person behind the PR machine. But it didn't last, because Hollywood moves fast, and sympathy has a shelf life, especially when studios start seeing your name as a liability. That's what's happening now. Directors are hesitant. Casting calls are stalling. Future projects are reconsidered. Not because Rachel can't act, but because she's controversial. And not in the cool, edgy way. In the might tank our opening weekend kind of way. Meanwhile, Jack Black, he's getting fan edits, trending hashtags, and Reddit threads titled, "Jack Black is the hero we didn't know we needed." All for just being likable. This wasn't Snow White versus Minecraft. This was sincerity versus strategy, fun versus forced, authenticity versus marketing spin. Rachel Zegler became the face of a Disney trying too hard to prove a point. Jack Black became the accidental icon of what fans actually want: joy, nostalgia, and zero ego. Rachel could have won the internet. Instead, she lost to a meme chicken and a dad who just wanted to speak Minecraft with his kids. So now we ask, was Rachel unfairly targeted? Did Disney set her up to fail? Or is this just what happens when you treat fans like a problem instead of a community? Drop your take in the comments. We read everything. And if you thought this was messy, wait till you see what we're covering next.